Continuing ahead with our object-oriented programming concepts. In this video, we are going to discuss about encapsulation, inheritance, and polymorphism. Okay. In short, I call them as EIP. Okay, to understand them, we'll again back up to our same old example of class house. You add values to the attributes, and you create an object. For example, we take back the same house class or home class, which is two sets, right? We have attributes and methods. Okay, so we had room, we had bath, we had bed, door, whatever. Say for example, for this object home3, the properties are, and then turn on heat, turn off heat, right? Let's see, the values are for the room. We have 3 rooms, 2 bath, 5 bed, or this may be what something, and then 2 doors or whatever. And then we have this methods. So inside this object, you're calling this object as home3, and it has these attributes. The values of those attributes are 3, 2, 5, 2, and they have this methods. Methods are actually of class, and it can be used inside this object. And there can be another home, which is for home4, and you can declare that one again with similar properties, which is room equal to 5, bath equal to 3, door equal to 7, or whatever. Okay, so that's how you define a new object. In this case, is called as home4. This is an object. This is an object. House is a class. So let's again take another one more example before we get into encapsulation and other concepts. As I already mentioned, the class is a blueprint of object. So once you write a class, you can keep creating new objects. You can have many objects. Object 1, object 2, object 3, object 4. All of this behave like class. So this time we take an example of automobile. Automobile are, which is a class. Okay, what are the objects inside it? So this automobile class will have attributes, right? Attributes and methods. Attributes can be model, year, color, make, and methods can be start, stop, break. So let's create one object. Let's call that object as car1. Okay, and then we'll have another object called as car2. This is object. This is also object. So inside car1, we have the values. Model equal to Civic, year equal to 1997, color equal to black, and so on. In another car, we have model equal to Tesla, year equal to 1950, color equals yellow. Now this car1 and car2 can also be called as, they are the objects, but they can also be used, there can be also another word for them called as instance. So this is an instance. Instance 1, this is an instance 2. It sounds appropriate if we have events, but in this case we can call car1 is an instance of class automobile. Car2 is an instance of class automobile. So this concept is called instantiation. So every time we have a new object, we are basically creating new instance of class. So this is called as instantiation. From there we can move on to our topic called as encapsulation. Okay, let's focus on the word itself where it says capsule. So capsule, I'm just trying to use that word here. What it has inside an enclosure so many things. Okay, so that is the definition of our encapsulation here. It is an enclosure, or it's a box of data and methods within an object. Okay, don't go on the language of this, but it basically means anytime a new object is created, it has a set of attributes and it has a set of methods. Okay, they are enclosed and those values are that of a class. That's why it is called as encapsulation. So encapsulation is one of the concepts in Java programming, basically in object-oriented programming. So when you say car as a class and you say car1 as an object, then this car1 will encapsulate within itself two set of values or two set of content. One is called as method and the other one is called as attribute. Since this car is an instance of class car, it will have the methods of class car, which is turn on, which is start, stop, or brake. It will get it. When we create an object called as car, we do not define anything inside the object called as car. We have defined the method inside the class car, but inside the object we don't define any methods. And then attributes, yes, we set those values inside it, something like gray color, make is Honda, year is 1997. Okay, so these things are embedded inside this object now, these properties. Maybe we have to set the values, but once we set the values, the methods and what are the key value, so keys for the attributes, those come embedded. So that concept is called as encapsulation. So all these things, whenever we create a new instance, like say for example the car2 is a new instance, right? So it comes, the moment you declare car, it has two set of values in it. Okay, one is for method, I mean you don't have method inside is you can call the methods which are declared inside the class, and then you have attribute or properties. Say for example, when you declare car2, you may have color like black and make like Toyota, and then year can be 2000. So this is called as encapsulation. Now let's talk about inheritance. Inheritance. So inheritance is interesting. So say for example, let's talk about a class called as automobile. Now automobile has is a wide class, just for understanding sake. And inside automobiles we can have things like